Imagine this, a vast, silent Texan desert. The sun has set, leaving only a deep indigo sky. Then, suddenly, faint orbs of light shimmer on the horizon. They drift, they dance, they merge, and then, just as mysteriously as they appeared, they disappear. There's no source, no sound, and no clear explanation. For over a century, these have been known as the Marfa Lights, a phenomenon that continues to challenge scientists, pilots, and skeptics alike. Tonight, we're re-diving deep into the real story behind one of America's oldest and most enduring mysteries. So grab a seat, and let's journey to the heart of West Texas. In the high desert of West Texas lies the small, artsy town of Marfa. By day, it's known for its minimalist art installations and quiet, dusty streets. But by night, it becomes the stage for something truly extraordinary. Surrounded by vast, empty plains and distant mountains, this place is defined by its silence until the lights appear. They float low above the horizon, flickering with colors of red, white, or yellow. Locals, some of whom have lived here their entire lives, will tell you the lights are just a part of the landscape, as familiar as the mesas on the horizon. Visitors, on the other hand, describe something almost otherworldly. They report seeing orbs that hover in place for minutes, sometimes splitting in two, or darting across the sky at impossible speeds. And the most unsettling part, there's never any sound. No engine roar, no hum, nothing. There's no discernible pattern to their appearances either. Some nights are quiet, on others the horizon puts on a full display. So, where did it all begin? The story starts way back in 1883. A young rancher named Robert Reed Ellison was driving his cattle near Marfa when he spotted strange flickering lights in the distance. Thinking they were Apache campfires, he decided to investigate, but as he got closer, they simply vanished into the night. He never found any evidence of a fire, no ash, no embers, nothing. This account, later discovered in the archives of Presidio County, became the first documented sighting of what we now call the Marfa Lights. But Ellison was far from the last person to see them. Over the decades, the lights have been witnessed by people from all walks of life. During World War II, military pilots training at the nearby Marfa Army Airfield reported glowing spheres that seemed to follow their aircraft, pacing them through the night sky. In the 1950s, astronomers from the renowned McDonald Observatory, just a short drive away, set up their powerful telescopes, hoping to finally solve the puzzle. But in a twist that only deepens the mystery, the lights would often appear only when their sophisticated instruments were turned away or powered down. Was it just a bizarre coincidence, or was this phenomenon somehow elusive, aware of being watched? As technology advanced, so did the attempts to explain the lights. In the 1980s, a physicist named James Bunnell dedicated himself to a long-term, rigorous study. He set up a network of monitoring cameras and recording devices across the desert, hoping to capture irrefutable data. His findings were fascinating. He meticulously documented the lights, movements, colors, and behaviors, and his data revealed that the phenomenon didn't always line up with car headlights on the nearby Highway 67, nor did it seem to follow predictable atmospheric conditions that might explain other desert mirages. Then, in 2003, a team of researchers from Southwest Texas State University conducted their own study. They concluded that at least some of the lights could be explained by automobile headlights. The idea is that light from cars traveling on the highway, miles away, could be bent and distorted by thermal layers in the atmosphere, making them appear to float and dance. This phenomenon, known as a temperature inversion, is common in desert environments. This explanation satisfied many, but not all, because even after accounting for traffic, there were still sightings lights that appeared when the highway was empty. Lights that moved in ways headlights couldn't. The mystery persisted. So, let's talk about the science. Marfa sits on a high plateau, nearly 5,000 feet above sea level. This unique geography creates the perfect conditions for some pretty wild atmospheric effects. During the day, the desert floor bakes under the intense sun. But as soon as the sun sets, the cool night air rushes in, creating powerful thermal gradients, layers of hot and cold air stacked on top of each other. This is the perfect recipe for optical illusions. One of the leading scientific theories is that the lights are a form of complex mirage known as a fata morgana. This is where light from a distant source, like car headlights or even campfires, gets bent and stretched as it passes through these different air layers. The light can be magnified, lifted off the ground, and made to shimmer and move, creating the illusion of floating orbs. It's a compelling theory, and it almost certainly explains a portion of the sightings. But here's the problem. What about the sightings from before cars and electric roads even existed? Longtime residents and historical records claim the lights were seen long before Highway 67 was paved. Robert Ellison's sighting in 1883 predates the widespread use of automobiles. Some say he could have seen distant ranch lights or campfires, but his own account describes them vanishing as he approached, not something a normal fire would do. Could these early sightings be attributed to something else entirely? Some have suggested underground geological activity releasing gases that ignite, or even a form of piezoelectricity generated by tectonic stress in the region's rock formations. But so far there's no solid evidence for either. Today, the Marfa Lights are more than just a scientific curiosity. They are woven into the very identity of the town. Every September, Marfa hosts the Marfa Lights Festival, a celebration that draws thousands of visitors from around the world. People gather at the official viewing area east of town, cameras and binoculars ready, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the spectral dance on the horizon. The atmosphere is one of shared wonder and anticipation. For scientists, the area remains a fascinating natural laboratory for studying atmospheric optics. For artists and writers, it's a source of inspiration, a symbol of the unknown. And for the locals, it's something deeper, a connection to the land and its history. A reminder that some mysteries refuse to be tamed by simple explanations. It's a part of their heritage. More than 140 years have passed since Robert Ellison first followed those ghostly lights across the plains. And still, they appear. Some nights, just a single, lonely orb hangs in the darkness. On other nights, a dozen or more will perform an intricate, silent ballet for anyone patient enough to watch. Their true origin remains tantalizingly uncertain, caught somewhere between physics and folklore, between scientific explanation and personal experience. Perhaps, in the end, not every mystery needs a final, definitive answer. The Marfa Lights serve as a powerful reminder that even in our modern world, a world measured by satellites and explained by science, there are still corners of wonder left untouched by certainty. They invite us to look up, to question, and to embrace the beautiful, humbling experience of the unknown. They are a testament to the magic that still exists in the quiet, empty spaces of our planet. So what do you think? Are they car headlights, a natural mirage, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you love exploring real mysteries that science still can't quite explain, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes on the horizon.